Yo, yo, yo. What's
Oh,
up?
go on,
What's up? What's
people.
up, Dale?
Oh, go on, Duke.
Yeah, man. Bless up, everybody. Yeah, man. Welcome to BallHeads TV once again. This beautiful, Thursday already? Thursday evening.
Hot
Yeah.
Thursday evening.
Hey, I tell you, man, the place is crazy. This heat is not normal. This heat is not normal. I jumped in the car earlier and just the dashboard just showing me 99 degrees, just like that. We talking about some ridiculous heat.
Yeah, man, record
Yeah,
breaking
man.
heat, man.
So we're there once again, Happy to see people streaming in. Of course, we're asking you to like up the stream. And as you come in, as I would say, grab a cup of tea, you know, because we're gonna talk some sports today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So things deal. What's going on in the world of
Boy,
deal?
me there,
Everything good, man.
everything good on my side, but me just look and look on the world
Yeah,
of
yeah,
sports,
yeah.
and it's so interesting. There's so many things happening at once. All so much things can
Yeah.
happen one time.
There's like it's a lot to keep up with.
A lot to keep up with, brother.
Yeah, man. You
Whole
really have
heap
to be
of
good to
things
keep
to
up.
keep up with. You
Yeah,
know what I
man.
mean? But we're sport fans, so we love it.
Yeah.
We love it. We love it. We love
Oh,
it,
most
man.
definitely. It's a good time. It's a good time to be a sports fan, I tell you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, I was having a discussion earlier. You remember the competition that we were in recently? You know,
Yeah.
that we won. I should have. Can I find? But hey, some news. Try every time to get a little picture and I can show them. By the way, you realize that we
Yeah, me say
upgraded. This
a
is
trophy there,
yeah, man.
Well,
We have to
God.
put up the trophy. We have to celebrate these small
At
victories.
the man you at the man you got that.
Yes, indeed.
Oh God. Well, I
Yeah,
can
man, at the Man U Cup this.
yeah, yeah, for real. Yeah, yeah. Me did predict it
Yeah, I
still,
have to
Me
celebrate
did,
the
me,
Man U Cup.
I think I was correct in my prediction. You know what I mean? I somehow I knew that Manu would have pulled it out of the bag. And the Manu team looked
Yeah,
really
well,
looked like a
I
team.
was
They
kind of
really looked like
hopeful.
a team, boy.
I was kind of quietly hopeful. I knew that they were pretty much gearing up, in the background trying to win this one. So I thought they had a pretty good chance. The way that City came out, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it was Manu playing well or City playing under par or below par?
I think based on what we have come to, i- um, what we have come to expect from City. I don't think City was lackluster. I don't think they played um, any less than themselves. I think what
Yeah.
we did not see this season was
Hmm.
was most teams like Manu, the top six, were not fully
Right.
healthy. So we didn't really see a real
Well, for
like
sure.
definitely this was the first time we actually see Manu really look like a attacking force. You know what I mean? Coming at City. All season it was really pretty much Arsenal who was pretty much like, you know what I mean, taking it to City.
Hmm.
But I think I think what we've seen that City is not unbeatable by no chance at all. If teams are healthy, putting their best foot forward because
Definitely.
the thing is that City has always had a they have a depth. They have depth. So they're never on the back foot. They have
Yes.
depth, so they're never on the back foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Very good
else that
point.
they have been? playing. Everybody else they have been playing.
Very
Man
good
U,
point right there.
Liverpool, everybody has been struggling, extremely struggling. And so therefore it's hard to even
Yeah,
gauge,
yeah.
the truth, what would really happen with a full season where everybody is healthy. You know what I mean? So no, I think Manu really
Mm.
was playing well. I think City was playing well too, but Manu was a better team on the day.
Yeah, man. I think hey, when I looked at especially the first 20 minutes of the game, 25 minutes of the game, man, I saw a Manu that it reminded me of vintage Manu. We were
Yeah,
cutting we were cutting through the city midfield. I was like, what is going on? Hey,
yeah,
you see that
yeah,
player called Kobe Mainu?
yeah,
Not a normal baller. He's not a
yeah.
normal baller. I think
Mm.
we have found a gem. We have found a
Yeah.
gem in Mainu, man. So I am over the
And
moon. As you can see, me get my trophy.
listen, them sending your trophy already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've collect a trophy.
Send the
Hey, by the
duty
way, big up
trophy.
Drew Fortis in the chat. Him say check. You understand?
Check, check. Big up, brother. Big up.
Yeah, man. Um.
Mhm.
So what you know? You see, there is a all right. So remember when we were having discussion at this before the FA Cup, and I was saying Ten Hag has to go. Ten Hag has to go because of what he has done. All right, in the season, it was just not good enough. But now I don't know what's going on. I think
A,
Ten Hag
a change of heart.
has made a case. I think he
Yes,
has made a
definitely,
case for staying. And I
definitely.
and I can give you some reasons, right? Let me see. Let me
Let
tell
me
you
hear
some
your reasons then.
reasons
Huh?
for Ten Hag to possibly stay. To possibly stay. All right. Obviously, he won the FA Cup. So he won another trophy.
Yeah,
So he has not gone a season trophyless. So he's bringing in the goods, so that you can't really argue against that. All right. So that is a feather in his cap for sure. We can argue about the way that it was done and how far off the pace as it relates to like City they are, but he managed to win a trophy. So it's a game of results. So we have to give him that prop, right?
yeah.
And another thing that I noticed, he in the last part of the season, one of my biggest criticisms was his stubbornness. All right, his stubbornness. He was playing players who were out of form. Clearly, he was persisting with the likes of Rashford, for example, who has been out of form from from the start of the season. You understand? Um, Much to the detriment of other players, especially Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo is a baller that made, he came into the team. Um, they loaned him out to, I think, Sunderland. He performed excellently down there. He's back this season, and he was just on the bench ahead of, Rashford, for example, and Anthony. And you know, we as Man U fans were screaming out, give this guy a game and let the guy play because he did well in the championship. He actually scored on debut for Man United when he just came. So he has never put a foot wrong, but yet he was being benched at all times. So but in the last part of the season, realized that he had a change of heart and started to play Ahmad and had the courage to drop the likes of Rashford and Anthony, who were underperforming. So to the point that if I were to make a case for him, I would say that yes, he has changed this stubborn thing. So that's another positive for him. Um, do I have any other positives that the players, yeah. Yeah. Another point is that the players seem to he seems to get a reaction out of the players. I think the FA Cup final was a sort of a reaction. And you kind of look for that in a coach. What can the coach get out of these set of players? And I think they're playing for him still. In the latter part, after the FA Cup, there was like this big um PR campaign with the players coming out. They even wrote an open letter. All of that type of thing is happening in England. The Man U players coming out and said they know that they didn't perform up to par in this season and all kind of stuff. But the crux of it is that the players seem to like him. And I don't think he has lost the dressing room. So those are feathers in his cap. Do I want to see him go? Um, I think based on his performance, not results now, just the performance alone, I think any other time a coach with that kind of result would go. But who will come in is the question now. You know, and I think that is what the Man United management is kind of doing right now. I think it's taking too long. I should be talking about that as well because imagine you complete the FA Cup, and now like 2 weeks after you pretty much don't know if you're staying or you're going. We have 1 week to the transfer window opening, and how can a coach plan effectively if he doesn't know if he's gonna be in a job or not? So I think that's a knock again against Man United. I don't like that. Um, so if you're gonna sack him, just sack him. You should sack him after the FA Cup or something, or even before, like a month before or something like that. You know, but I don't know. I think if we can find a good replacement, not Tuchel, yeah, the picks I had before. If those could come in, then fine. But if not, then give him another season. I think the injuries are going to be that excuse that he can use. We can't have a repeat of what happened this season for sure, but that's my stance right now. If we can get a better coach, which I don't see right now, then keep him for another season.
Let me just
Yeah.
chime in on
Hmm.
what you said. Let me ask you a question. How many trophies were up for grab in regards to Man U?
I mean, well, we started the season in the Champions League, of course, the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and four trophies,
Four trophies,
and we got one.
and and you got one. Um, I don't know if I would say that is
We're well off the pace in the others.
yeah. But one thing is for sure is that though people may say that the injury talks were excused. I At this point I don't I I give him credit. I don't think it was an excuse. It was a reality. And we see at the end of the season with the players that were rested and who probably got a chance to recoup from their injuries. We saw exactly what Manu
Hmm.
could have brought, could bring to the party. So I think his argument was justifiable, you know what I mean, and justified with the winning of the FA Cup. So as it pertains to his future, well, I think that there's something going on with these managers now, these owners. You know what I mean? That is ridiculous. You know what I mean? How is it that you can have the man out? But he made it very clear that he believes that his potential is great, and he believes that he has the potential to manage a big club. even if it's not Manchester United. So he made that clear, and he also made it clear that he is not going to wait in perpetuity. You understand me? He's not going to wait long. And I based on what I'm seeing happening out there right now, when you look and see what happened to Bayern Munich literally, um I feel they save them they actually trying to save face by grabbing at Vincent Company, because no elite coach wants to go to Bayern Munich at this point. And I remember I did say that in a deal that there's going to, I believe that Bayern Munich is playing with fire, the way they are dealing with the dealing with coaches and
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
that. And see it there, nobody at all wants to go to Bayern Munich. Nobody wants that job. You understand me? There's too many uncertainties surrounding that job. And Manchester United would only be walking in the same
yeah,
vein if they choose to go down that road with Ten Hag. You know what I mean? But I think he should,
yeah. Word on the
if
street is that if you're a coach at Bayern, you're not really in charge.
no, exactly. You're not in charge. We're seeing that happen. We're seeing that at Chelsea also. So you know what I mean? The managers, they are the ones, the owners. They want to be in charge. So why you have a manager? You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I think
I
Ten
don't
Hag should
understand
stay.
Chelsea at all.
Mm-mm. Too much money. Too much money, brother. Cloud
Yeah.
them judgment. Cloud them judgment, boy. You know what I mean? But
Well, it's gonna be,
yeah.
they're cutting it too close to my comfort. If you're gonna sack the man, sack the man. You know. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's Manu for you. What you think about Chelsea? Chelsea what Enzo Maresca announced?
Hmm.
What is this? Chelsea has a new coach already. Yeah, did they
Yeah.
have them? Did they have him lined up already? I don't know. Well, I don't know. We're not too much over Chelsea fans. We just wait and see what's going on. I think this coach is gonna come with another set of ballers, and then you're gonna have the usual overcrowded bus over Chelsea.
But what does it mean for
Yeah, big
our
up Demo,
for
by the way. Big up Demo in the chat.
yeah, man? I said dream of some
Yeah, big
questions.
up Demo. Demo says Major League Cricket.
What's that?
Yeah, Major League Cricket. Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Let
Mm-hmm.
me just read this. Let me just read Drew Forti's comment here. With them taking so long, I think they are going to sack him. Yeah, but Drew, wouldn't taking long mean you're gonna keep him instead? Why would you wait until the last minute? What is the incentive of keeping him? No. So to me, it's either they're gonna keep him or they're like really, really disorganized still. You know, because the longer you let him stay without bringing in a new coach, if you're gonna sack him, then the more unstable your planning is going to be. So you're kind of setting yourself up for failure again next season. Because this new if a new coach is coming in, they're gonna want to get players in. You understand? Okay, Jules Fortis says, I think they're looking for his replacement. Mm. Well, something is going on. Something is going on. It's definitely quiet, at Old Trafford right now. But it's either they come out and just publicly say, "Hey, Tenag will stay," or they just sack him. But do it quickly. Don't let it drag on. That is my feeling because it's gonna. What is it doing for his confidence? I don't think it's doing anything good for his confidence, knowing that I don't think the management really want me here, but they kind of have to just put up with me. No, just come out and just make a decision and stick to it. That is just what you need to do.
And I think that is a valid point,
Yeah.
man. I think that is a valid point. I don't
So
think it does. I don't think
They
it.
just want to.
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, hear me? Yeah,
yeah,
hear me?
man. I can hear you now.
I'm saying that I think that is a valid point.
Yeah, yeah, man.
I, I don't think that does any confidence to the manager. You know what I mean? Because what it says is that the longer the boardroom goes, it shows the manager that there's not much confidence in him. It is just that we cannot find us what we want.
There
I
you
think
go.
we're having a, I think we're having a delay, Duke. You're
Mm,
having a delay or something.
exactly. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, man. There,
Can you hear me?
may I hear you, but when time may I say something to you, me realize your reaction comes long after.
It's maybe it's probably internet issues. It's probably internet issues. Um, yeah, it's internet related, I guess. Maybe the
Inter-
internet is
internet dragging.
fluctuating for some reason or another. Yeah, maybe that is it. I don't see anything else that would have caused it. Yeah. Yeah, but we have to move on still. We have to move on. Um can I talk a little bit about 876 stream?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I put out a video um earlier today. And I mean you know the whole saga that is going on with 876 stream, right? We kind of touched on it in probably in a previous show. Um and my view is that the promotion is kind of lagging behind. Um this week I see it picking up a little bit still, so I have to give thanks for that. But I think on the ground still in Jamaica, it's it's just no kind of taking off. There are still a lot of people who don't even know that the World Cup campaign is about to start. But they have started to hit the ground a little bit more now. So I just want to say kudos to 876 Stream. And just to say that everybody now is kind of looking to the June 6th match as kind of a litmus test. You know, if I get the feeling that if the stadium is not at least a half full, then 876 Stream is gonna come under some serious fire. What do you think?
Um, I I I think
Would
there.
it be
I
warranted?
don't. I don't think that 876 stream, 876 stream. I don't think. I don't think it will be all their fault because you see, especially with the uncertainty and the the the, the, the uncertainty of the squad and who is coming and who is not coming and all of them things there. I think all of those factors factor into limiting
Right.
their push and all of that. It limits what they want, probably what they want to do and all of that.
Yes.
So I don't think it's totally their fault, but they are the ones who are tasked with getting the stadium up and running full. I would say. So I guess wherever the
Yeah, I
blame has
agree
to
with that.
fall somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, man, I agree with that wholeheartedly. That the delay in this the release of the squad, is playing a negative role in the promotion. It's hampering the promotion. So I, I still can't understand. I hear people saying that nothing is wrong with the squad being released so late, but I am still uncomfortable. I don't see the big reason. I think they should come out and say why they have not released it yet, or just release it. I mean, the match is like how many days away? Literally a week. Exactly a week away from today. By this time,
You know,
strange enough, the match would have been starting exactly right now. We're going into the weekend, starting tomorrow. So I think it's like well overdue, man. I don't see any other any other team taking so long. Timo says the squad is always released this time. I think that's a problem. I think we need to change that though.
yeah, I share that same view, Duke.
Yeah,
I think that
it's
given
taking
that
too
we're
long,
going, I
and
think that given
it's hindering. It's hindering us.
I think going into a tournament like this, going into the Copa, going into the World Cup qualifiers, I think that it can be what has obtained usually. Because what is to justify what is to justify the fact that what is to
Yeah,
justify it rather? You understand me? If anything, we should be able to make some changes because we need to get the people into the stadium. We need the promotions going and all them things. So it can be that yeah, we understand that normally, this coach normally release his squad like 5 6 days before tournament, before games, not even tournament, games. But this is a different different situation. Them say circumstances alter situation. And this is one of those circumstances that should alter situation
yeah,
where he makes an adjustment. You can't be so static and so tunnel vision that you cannot make adjustment. You understand me? Can't do that.
yes, indeed. Yeah, yeah, I agree, man. So when will it be released? Well, is it gonna be tomorrow? Or are we gonna go into the week next week? You know, by the looks of it, it's like we're going to hear about the squad on the day. You understand? Or when we see the man them on the field, we say, "Oh, them a play," you know. Yeah. So JFF and coach, I wouldn't blame the JFF for this one. Coach, you need to step up. Is the coach in the island? I don't know. I'm not. It's kind of definitely quiet where as it relates to the coach.
And he,
I'm not
and,
hearing
he,
anything coming out of the JFF. I heard
and the
that there was
coach
supposed to be an interview with the coach on radio. I haven't seen it.
and the coach could have given us, even if he doesn't have all members on deck, he could have given us a provisional squad. Something
Yeah.
where the marketing
I
team could
mean,
have
we are
worked with.
stakeholders, we need to know what's going on. Yeah, they are asking us to pay our money to go into the stadium. So I think they should be a little bit more professional where that is concerned. And I think being so late is actually being a little bit unprofessional. Yeah. Others might disagree. Those are my views. Yeah. You want to talk about Elaine Thompson Herah? What's going on with her?
Yeah, man. Um, yeah, you hear me clearly?
Yeah, man. You're back. You went a while ago. I can hear you. Are you hearing in the chat? Just
Yeah.
let us know if you're hearing.
Team, are you hearing me clearly? People in on the stream are hearing me clearly.
Let us know if you're hearing us clearly, people. Send a message in the chat.
Yeah. Tell us if the
Yeah,
stream
but
is
I can hear you
dragging.
clearly still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hear me clearly. All right. So You want me go into the Elain Thompson thing with me? Where
Yeah, man. I get the feeling that this won't be like the longest stream we do, you know. So let's just run through it.
All right. Um. All right. Cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome again to you on the BallHeadzTV channel. You know, as you join, we kindly ask that you like, subscribe, and share the channel. Let's build the channel together, people. Let's build the channel together. Like, subscribe, and share with your friends. All right. Now, people, the Olympic is almost here. Yes, I said it. The Olympics is almost here. We're talking about July 26th to be exact. We're in Paris, France, the land of love. Yeah, man. You know, we are gonna go France got tear up the tracks, people. You know, I believe it's going to be what will you say now? A pulsating. It's going to be it's going to I believe it's going to be 19 days of pulsating action. We wish Ballheads TV could have been there, but we'll definitely be tuning into the action. Now, Duke, how's that Duke gone? Yeah, man. This evening we want to take a close look
Yes,
at a
sir. I'm here.
certain. Yeah,
Starting out
man.
some.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
man. So I'm saying that this evening we want to take a a close look or a look through through the microscope at a certain athlete whom I understand is now being coached by one Ronaldo Walcott, associated with the elite performance track club. This is the same Ronaldo Walcott who has been credited with the
Right.
performance of the transformation rather of Shelley and Fraser Price, moving her from being a 10-7 runner to being a 10-6 superstar. Yeah, man. However, as we all know, Shelley and Fraser Price indicated that this would be her last rodeo. Um, yeah, this will be her last rodeo. Definitely, we are going to be sad to see Shelley go, but we know, like everything else, good things come to an end, a good ride come to an end, so it is an thing. But yeah, she did say that, this would be her last season, her last rodeo, which I believe gives other young talents the opportunity opportunity to step forward to see if they can probably fill those tiny but deep spikes of Shelley and Fraser Price, and certainly we look forward to seeing the likes of like a Brianna Liston, uh Aliana Reed, the Clayton sisters, and others, making their mark on the track. I certainly think on the female side, the future looks bright. The future looks bright, leading the way, the person, the captain leading the way in the person of Sharika Jackson. You know what I mean? Sharika Jackson leading the way. I think our future definitely is bright. Anyway, Duke, I said all of that to say this. What is happening to the world's best,
Yes.
if not the fastest woman to ever don a pair of spikes? And I'm not saying that with any fear. You know what I mean? The fastest woman in the world to ever don a pair of spikes. And not just running in them, but wearing them with such poise. You know what I mean? Who me talk about it? I wonder if you know who me talk. Yeah, man. Yes, the two-time back-to-back
Hold on.
100. Yeah,
We talk. Go ahead.
yeah, man. Yes, man. I said the two-time
Go ahead. I'm listening. You.
back-to-back, two-time back-to-back 100 and 200-meter Olympic champion. We're talking about Elain Thompson era. You know what I mean? You know, there has been a lot of question and speculation. You know, when she's going to open her season. And has she re-injured herself? Then guess what? On Saturday, May 25th, at the
Mhm.
Prefontaine Classic, surprisingly, Thompson era lineup
Yeah.
on the track. Uh, line up on the track, brother. The race, and it surprised everybody. The race, as we all know, was won in a commanding 10-8 by Shakara Richardson, who I believe should feel a sense of relief using this opportunity to
Right.
clap back at Elain Thompson after the embarrassing showing at the,
Poetic
the,
justice.
the poetic justice. it actually worked in this exact way
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how Elain did her at
Exactly.
the yes, the Diamond League. You know what I mean?
I remember.
So yeah, yes. So many have said that this would have been probably a dismal performance by the reigning Olympic champion. But given what we know about Ilian, um, should this really be a cause for concern? Should this really be a cause for concern? Let's dive into it. What do we know, Duke? What do we know? Well, for one, last season
No, tell us.
we last season we saw her struggle with injuries, injury after injury. However, at the end or at the close of our season, we saw her clocking what would you call it? A modest 10.79. You know what I mean? And for me, the beauty about that was the fact that she was smiling.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? She was very jovial. It appeared that she was having fun again. She was enjoying what she was doing. Right?
Mhm.
Now this season come around, and it is the Olympic season. What we have seen now is what I would consider to be uncharacteristic start to our season. What do I mean by that? I'm not talking about the time that she did. We're not talking about the time that she did at Prefontaine, because the reason why I'm not talking about the time, if you look back at Elain's previous two Olympics, you would have recognized that the times are similar. When she opened her season, she has been running 11s.
Okay, so you're saying this is nothing unusual.
No, exactly. So the time
That's what you're
certainly,
saying?
yeah, the time certainly is not something that we have not seen. This is as it pertains to the time, it is within our, you know what I mean. But uncharacteristically, what we have
Okay.
seen is a very late start to our season. Normally, aliens start our season by say April. You understand me?
Yeah, I
April.
think the injuries
But
kind of
it
set her
seems
back
as
big
if,
time.
yes, it seems as if something there was some rumors going around, that there was a a doctor or some physio or somebody who was flown into the island, you know, hastily to attend to her. But the question begs to ask you,
Right.
if it is that Elain is not
Yeah.
healthy, why open your season at the Prefontaine Classic? What Drew was, no, what Dean
Repeat what you
was, I
said.
can
The
hear the
last
man.
thing. Why open your season?
Yeah. So the question let me ask is
Yeah, man.
that
Him can.
if 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 it is that there is something wrong with her, or there are concerns, why open your season at the Prefontaine Classic? Why not do it at a smaller thing, like the Bermuda Classic, or one of those things that was on the calendar coming up? Why there? You know what I mean? And so I, for one, I am not so sure. You know what I mean? I don't want to go out on a limb and say, boy, she not injured or anything. But based on you saw the race, Duke. Based on what I saw, she she was just dusting out the cobwebs. You know what I mean?
But I don't
And,
think that Elaine just sing out the cobweb would really want the headlines of her coming last in a race still. You'd a try, you know, come second or third. So I think it's a cause for
but but
concern for me still.
but Duke, as me say, the lady say, after the race, the lady said that this is exactly what she expected. And as me say, when you look at past championships, Olympic championship,
I,
Elaine has
yeah, I
always
get that.
run. She
But I
has
think that is
always
a saving face. I think that's a saving face kind of a comment.
well. I think that what I think happened at the
You see what I'm saying?
Prefontaine
I think
Classic.
she. I mean, what else would she say?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, Nadu, is that if there's precedent, then she not wrong with what she has said either. Because if when she run at the other Olympics and everything, the leading up to the Olympics when she had Oak Martin, she had run 11, she had run 11:21, she had run 11 and them thing there. She now run at the tens. Then therefore, what we I gonna say? It kind of hard to say, boy, yeah, I try for save face because yeah, what else you would have said? Knowing the fact that you are the reigning Olympic champion and all them thing there. So it kind of hard for reading to. Me no know. Me da like to hear what the people am saying. Me da like to hear what the people am saying at the comments still about it. You know what I mean? I think for me,
Yeah.
I think
Do
if
you
this is
think that
anything,
Elaine's finish is acceptable?
yeah. Or is it that this is alien? This is alien. What would I say now? The end of alien. I certainly don't think so. I certainly don't think so. But
The beginning of the end.
the beginning of the end. But
Um,
certainly, I don't
how
think
old
so.
is Elaine right now? How old is Elaine?
Look it up, boss. Look it up. Look it up. Look it
Elaine
up.
Thompson here. Yeah, let me see her age. She's about 29, right? Let me just see if I can find out. But
Yeah,
I mean,
she
this would
should
be
be
her
about 29
third
going
third
30.
World Cup. But
Let me
our
see.
World Cup. Third Olympics.
Third Olympic. So she probably about
31.
32,
Elaine is 31 years old.
31.
Yeah, she's 31. Um,
So she in her prime.
yeah.
She in her prime.
So she'll be 32. As a matter of fact, she'll be. No, I think she's past her prime now. That 31-year-old is telling. I think she would probably hit her prime 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So I think what she's doing right now is to hit those those times still, but age is not on her side. Holy Shakar. Let me see if I can find out Shakara's age. It's 24 years old. So I think we will see at some point in time a changing of the guard. It's the writing is on the wall, you know. The writing is on the wall.
You think so?
Um, so the question to me is, can Elaine? Yeah, I think so. But like I said, the question for me is, can Elaine, muster up what is left, with all the experience and all the guile that she would have gotten over the years? Can she muster up another Olympic, another gold medal or medal winning Olympic year? That is going to be difficult. I mean, and it's not made easier because of the plethora of injuries that she has had. So it's not going to be easy for sure. So we're just looking out. We hope for the best, but it's not looking too good based on the injuries and their age vis-a-vis the age of Shakara. Shakara is hitting her prime maybe in another 2 years. You understand? So
I want to give
we might see.
I want to give some credit, or to say that I believe that um coach Ronaldo Walcott, given what I've seen him do with Shelley and Fraser Price, and the experience that he has in getting, and his track record of getting results, I don't think they would put out a Elain Thompson Herah that is not at or close to her best. So I'm going to take it at face value that, just as Elain said, this is what she expected at this point of the season. Just starting out, this is what she has expected. And as I said, there's precedent to speak to that. You know what I mean? When she won the first Olympic and Dublin, this was exactly how she came out. And when she was defending that title, this is exactly how she started her season. So I said, boy, so for me, and all those years, she has always been injured. She has always been fighting injuries. Always been fighting injuries. I think she's a resilient young lady,
Yeah,
and
that is true. Yeah, yeah.
you know what
Um,
I mean. And I just give her the benefit of the doubt. You know what I
yeah.
mean. Ilian has Ilian has a soft place in my heart. You know what I mean? Is a athlete. I think when we look at
Okay.
I remember when Asafa Powell was on the world scene, and even to this day, you'll hear pundits, and you'll hear people, people in that sphere say that there's no athlete that they have actually seen that runs with the body mechanics
Right.
that Asafa runs with. And I think it's the same thing with Ilian. When you look at Ilian and you look at her form and you look at, she is the athlete persona. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? Yeah. So um I just hope that she is
All
at
right. Well,
full strength, and and we'll see great things from her this summer. But I'm looking
uh-huh.
forward to, as I say, an enthralling,
Yeah.
Olympic and thing. Shelly saying that this is our last, and I'm sure Shelly is going to
Yeah,
come
man.
and lay it
It's going to be
all out
quite
there.
interesting.
Shelly going to come and lay it all out there. And I think,
Yeah, Shelly's my
yeah, I
Shelly's
think,
my girl. If I if certain people hear that, they're gonna go back still, but we're not dwell upon it too much.
yeah.
Yeah, we have some people in this space who defend Shelly to the ground. You know, you can't even call Shelly name. You know,
Me know, man. Me
if
know.
you know
Just
if you don't know in the chat, just type the name. You understand? You know. Well, while we are talking here, so me kind of, to be honest, me have one eye on the cricket. You know, me don't know why me start follow this cricket thing again. You know, West Indies is playing a practice match right now, a T20 warm up match against Australia. And the score is now after 10 overs, West
yeah.
Indies are 133 for 2. That is good with obviously Nicholas Poran made 75. We got 36 from 36 not out from Johnson Charles, not bad. From the man I think shouldn't be in there. And Shea Hope gave us 14 runs. Not looking bad. Not looking bad. 133 for 2 after 10 overs is amazing. So West Indies is showing some grit with the bat for sure. Let me see who are the bowlers. Tim David, Josh Hazelwood. Okay, these are good bowlers. It's a good side. It's a really good side. And Australia and and India are the teams that I'm bringing to win the World Cup. But if West Indies is putting in these performances, if they can keep them up, they're taking it, man. So,
Mhm.
we will see some of the type coach's desk. Why, if me have a prize, I'd just give you in a draw. Yeah, man, the same brother. Me not call the name. Me not call the name again, because me don't want get no page.
Mhm.
Yeah, deal. So,
So you know
yeah,
that.
man, we can go and look
So
on some other
US
stuff.
US
Major
US
League
have
Cricket, as I mentioned, the cricket.
yes. Yeah, you hear me?
May I listen to you, man? Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. So interestingly, the other day when we were talking about
Yeah, go ahead.
the cricket and thing, and then I was doing some research. Well, not that I didn't know before, because I did give you the heads up that there's something called Major League Cricket that is being pushed here in the US. As a matter of fact, it started from last year. So it's not this year. It actually started from last year. So what they are doing is that they are pushing Major League, this thing now called Major League Cricket. So they are creating a league. You know what I mean? Just like the MLS and all of that. So
Mm-hmm.
I think I think what US is a master at these things. I think they have sat and they have seen the numbers, and they have seen the projections. They have seen what happened in the last World Cup. 2.5 billion people watching the Cricket World Cup. And I guess US somehow, probably in a not in
All
a bad
right.
way, not in a bad way, but they got jealous. How dare the world watch somewhere else
Yep,
other
yep,
than the
yep, yep.
US? You know what I mean? So therefore, US now wants to come on board. They want a piece of the action. They want a piece of the action, and so
Mm-hmm.
they, you know, they now want to implement this. So it's quite interesting, because when you look at the economic ripples from this, I think it goes very well, not just for those in the US, but it would do massive, a great help. It would be a great help to, what I mean, those in the Caribbean. Instead of having to, not that you still wouldn't take part, but you'd have much more to look forward to. You know what I mean? You have the Australian um, T20s. You have
Yeah. You know,
the Indian Premier League. You have the Caribbean Cup, T20 Cup, and then now US now, which is a big market. Over 300 and almost 340 million people live in the US, many of whom are, what you'd
True.
call,
Insha.
yeah, many of them are immigrants and all of them things there who drive. One of the things that you must realize in America is that sport, a lot of the sport that is being driven here in America is actually being driven by, those who are from outside of America. I mean, immigrants drive drive a lot of the sports here in America. So I think US wants a piece of the pie. What says you do?
Eh, well, I think if US are really serious about this cricket thing, then they could I mean the US is as you mentioned over 300 million people. But I mean the amount of people that follow cricket is kind of small still compared to the Caribbean. But having said that, we're talking about 300 million people. So if the US can market it in such a way as how they have marketed the MSL,
MLS.
then we might see cricket becoming a much bigger sport in the US because the potential is definitely there, right? Um, what will it mean for the Caribbean? That's a good question. Is it going to mean more another market that cricketers playing? So I could look at it as a positive and a negative. The truth is we don't know what will become of it yet. I don't think at its stage it is gonna rival the cricket in the Caribbean, but it does have the potential to do so, especially if it gets some big money backers behind it, and the promotion. You can get the players now from the Caribbean going there, and it could be disruptive, to our regional cricket because for one, our region has perpetually suffered from the just geographically. It's very expensive to move around, and it's almost like we are trying to be one country, one West Indies, but we're so divided in thought and geographically. So those things have perpetually worked against us. US doesn't have that type of issue. So if they can manage to get their act together, they will be a force to be reckoned with for sure. So, but it's in its infancy, not too big as Demo said. Major League Cricket, what is that? But if they're gonna use a blueprint as the MSL, you know, then they could be going places. So give it some years. I think give it some more years.
One thing also, Duke, is that if well you live here in the US, and if it's one thing we know, when it
Yeah,
come
man.
on to sport and pushing sports, US is a mastermind on that, where that is concerned.
Yeah.
And the money is here because you have the listen. One of the
Hmm.
things that people must realize is that the Indian tycoons, they are here in America. They are some of the biggest
Yeah.
technological companies
Yeah.
in the
For sure.
world. India are
They're
run
looking to
by
invest.
Indians,
Hmm.
and they are here in America. And them man love them cricket. Gone to bed. I don't think I don't think Duke
Yeah. Yeah.
it's going to take I don't think it's going to take 5 years to get off the ground. They started last year, and this year they're hosting the T20 World Cup. And it sounds like they're even participating.
Well, yeah, for sure, because money talk. I understand that.
Yep, man. Money talk, and also what
Yeah,
they're
man.
doing.
It will
If you
grow. It
remember,
will grow.
if you if you remember how the MLS started, probably you're too young to know that. My beard have more gray hair than your own. So, but I remember the
Yeah,
push.
well, you know, I know it started as, you know, this little league that, you know, they, I remember.
Yes, I remember the MLS when the MLS started and the push. And I remembered one of the things that they did in very short succession was to host the World Cup, the 1994 World Cup. You understand me? Which gave the MLS a big boost. And here we go again.
Yeah,
America
yeah.
sees the potential for revenues and the potential to start something great. And they have started, and here they are hosting the T20 World Cup. And also there are, if you go on the web and you look at the players who are pushing this MLS cricket, they are a lot of the big names from India, Australia, and all of that. I didn't even recognize that
Big
America
names.
had a
Yeah.
big player who was playing in I think it was in Australia or in England and all of that. So it's something to keep under the watch, to keep an eye on. You know what I mean? But
Keep
as
an
you
eye on.
rightfully
Yeah.
said, yeah, man,
Hmm.
as you rightfully said, there might be a lot of there might be some negatives as it pertains to our regional cricket, because when you think about it, money, I remember when the Indian Premier League started, people people were giving it some backlash, and I said, boy, and I talk, say, boy, some of the man them are gonna leave and go there so go play and all them thing that them not loyal and all that. But do what it come down to? Chris Gale show you.
Hmm.
Chris Gale tell you, and money it
It
come
was
down
a
to, brother.
one big hell.
And money it
It's
come
money.
down to. And if I one thing me can tell
It
you, say
always comes down to
America,
money, man.
America have the market for that, brother. You understand me? And I welcome it, because when you look in Jamaica and you see the amount of young men who are playing cricket, who are interested in cricket, this will only heighten
Okay.
the awareness and heighten the interest. And there's a big future in cricket right now as we speak.
Yeah. And let me tell you, let me chime in right here. And this is why America will probably always win, you know. So the West Indies or the Caribbean region, we have the quote unquote cricket culture. Yeah, we have been doing this thing for decades now. America is not known for cricket, but what they do have is the money, and because of the quote unquote lack of investment in our region for cricket, then another territory can just come and just, you know, they can literally just take away the cricket culture from us. You know, they have it. This has the potential to decimate cricket in the Caribbean. You know, it does have the potential. You know, because tell you what now, if I am an investor and I want to invest in cricket, isn't it easier to invest in cricket in the United States, where traveling is going to be easier, where the facilities are going to be better? I mean, look at even Sabina Park. Sabina Park can't host test matches right now, I'm hearing, because the lights are 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 at a state and they're not being repaired. You know, so it has basically thrown up their hands. But now we have US. They have the better facilities, so an investor is just going straight to the US, neglecting the Caribbean. So
And you,
that is the danger right there.
you know,
You know,
I
cricket,
think
it's
I
gonna
think
further send down cricket. Hmm.
I think that something has been happening a few years now, and we were not paying attention to it. US was encouraging and welcoming games
What's that?
was they were welcoming games from the even in the regional the regional the Jamaican thing. We were playing some of our games in US, not knowing that US
Yeah,
was just
right in
using this
Florida.
as an opportunity. US was just using this as an opportunity to drum up the interest in the game, to see if
To get a
Americans
foot
were
in.
really interested. Yes, to get a foot in Duke. Now, see there, they are welcoming
Yeah,
cricket
man.
with open arms right now. You understand me? And they are going to they're going to cause a lot of story, a lot of in the regional sphere.
Yeah. And I tell you what again. Um, it's probably cheaper
Hey Duke,
to take a
are you
plane
looking at
from, let's
are you
say,
looking at the game?
yeah,
West Indies are going good enough, brother. After 13.5
yeah,
overs, 172
yeah, I'm
for three,
following it, man. 159 for two. I seen it.
But it come like
Oh,
my thing
they
they
lost
ahead of
another
your
wicket
own.
now. Let me do a quick refresh.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
do a quick.
but as I was saying, it's
With their
probably cheaper.
172 for three.
It's probably cheaper to what? Okay. Yeah, let me refresh. Yeah, but as I was saying, the point is it's probably cheaper to travel from Jamaica to, let's say, Florida than maybe Jamaica to a Guyana, or a Jamaica to
Most
maybe
definitely.
even a Trinidad or something like that. Maybe
Most
Trinidad, I'm not
definitely.
sure. So that again is gonna make it easier for the US to get a foothold in the cricket. So we could really see, depending on how the West Indies Cricket Board treats this. Are we going to treat it as a threat, or are we going to say, how can we leverage this to benefit the players? I don't know. But, it does have the potential to either be a huge blessing or a huge detriment. So we have to watch
I
that and see how it plays out.
I think it is. I think it is in the interest of the West Indies to have some meetings, put some brilliant minds together, and see how best they can become partner or stakeholders with America in this venture, and not just allow America to just start this thing and then next thing
Yeah,
you know
there needs to be a response to this.
yes, man.
There you go.
And from what I don't, well, I don't want to say boy
Yeah,
get
before long you hear say them start cricket.
yeah. We are play football longer than them, brother. And look here, we are play football longer than
Yeah,
America.
man.
Well, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Look at it now. Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
man. So it's a real threat. It's
See what?
something to be managed. You have to manage that West Indies cricket board. I would love to hear what Brian has to say about this. Maybe another time we can talk about this, and Demo too. Yeah. So let's talk about
In,
the
interesting
whole
time.
issue of, yeah, managers. We kind of talked about Ten Hag earlier, but managers in general, especially in the EPL, is the era of managers over?
You mean the
And of
influence?
course, when you say managers,
Mhm.
um, well, yeah, define manager for you, because to me, um, you have a manager, you have a coach, and they perform different roles.
Sometimes there's an overlap
There you go.
because you have some
Yeah, I
coach, you
agree
have
with
some
that.
manage, Yeah, you have some managers who take a very hands-on approach when it comes onto their club, while there are some managers who, like for instance, take for instance like a Ray Hudson, take for instance like a Big Sam. You know what I mean? Um, these men, yes. Well, I don't think Big Sam was even a player,
Right.
but definitely Ray Hudson was a player. So you have some coaches, some managers who are good at man management. You understand me? While and then they'll use their team around them to do the coaching and all of that. So, but some like definitely Pep Guardiola, who would
Okay.
have been a maestro in his day, also. You know, Arsene Wenger, a maestro. Um, Clough, a maestro. You know what I mean?
Is
Arteta,
stick a pin.
all of these.
Stick and spin. Stick and
Yeah.
spin. Is Pep a manager or a coach in your estimation?
So this is where, as I say, I think there's an overlap in portfolio,
Right.
because certainly you can see that Pep Guardiola is the man who commands. I think he commands a great respect, not just from his team but also from the club,
Hmm.
whichever club he goes at. You know what I mean? You can see that, and he's the type of person who, because he's so religious, so um result driven. Managers like
Right.
those, they don't take foolishness. You know what I mean? They don't take foolishness. So you can. So I think from Pep's time in Bayern Munich, I think we should have seen that there was something not
Agreed.
not not
Agreed.
going not
S-
well
So
at Bayern Munich.
I know for so he kind of controlled everything that took place at Man United. Are we talking about
You're drugging Duke. Your internet
from
drugging, man.
from recruitment, probably even the younger teams coming up. He had a say in everything. You know, it was not just being out on the pitch. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hearing you about you're drugging bud.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to leave the stream and come back in. Let me try that. Let me try that quickly.
Okay, okay. Yeah, people. Um, boy, looking at this boy, West Indies are going good. 189 for three after 15.1 over. Mm, should they be doing better? Or is this really a? I think this is a good score. I think this is a good score. I think that probably the last five over here we might see a total of, ooh, they just lick at next. They just lick a six a while ago. Yes, people, I'm watching it live. You understand me? Um, yeah. Um, I guess we probably might say a 250, 230, somewhere about 240. You know what I mean? Based on the going rate right now. But this looks good. You know, Western is taking on Australia. Yep. Yeah. So anyway, back to what we were saying. Let me just engage you guys until Duke return. Um, as it pertains to coach and managers, as I said, there are times when the the role there's an overlap in the role, and you see it with some coaches. They take a particular hands-on. Pep Guardiola, I know, like I used to, you'll see like a manager like Zidane, and over the years, what we have seen is that clubs are now are using more of a more like a player manager, a manager who knows the game not just on books or from, what I mean, but who actually was knows what it feels like to be in the trenches with other players, know where to turn for certain inspiration and all of that. You know what I mean? Not to turn pages, but to look to players. You know what I mean? Rub shoulders with players, know them inside out and thing. And I think what we have seen is this has brought about more consistency in clubs. When you have these coaches, you have players being held at a higher level of accountability, because after all, I'm asking you to do something that I can do and equally good at it. It's just that you know what I mean. Probably age. When you look at a Zinedine Zidane, I saw him recently in a charity game, and you wonder to yourself, boy, the man don't even look like. First thing, I'm impressed how this man is able to keep himself in impeccable shape. When you look at when you look at someone like even Ronaldo Nazario and some other players, they are out of shape totally. But as I say, I'm impressed with that, and these manager coach,
Check, check.
I mean, who were former players, they are able to hold these players at a higher standard. Because as I said before, when a manager is asking you to do something,
Yeah,
and
man.
yet and he is equal to the task, because he's not asking to do something that he cannot do. You understand
Yeah.
me? It makes
You
a
know, it's
big
good at that too.
difference. Yeah.
Um, Pochettino. Pochettino is actually a pretty good footballer,
Yes, man. A general, brother.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
General. You
Yeah,
understand me? And so when these men talk, and as I was saying before you came back, Duke, that what I mean, a lot of times when coaches need a little inspiration. The difference between a coach, I mean, a manager who was not a player and a manager who is a player, is that he doesn't go to the books and skip pages for inspiration.
right, right.
He knows what it feels like being in the trenches,
In
and
his
he
brain.
knows exactly where to punch. He knows the players better.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
that
and
makes
all
a
that.
big
So
difference.
it makes a big, big, big difference. Big
Yeah,
difference. Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah, man.
Brother,
So
I was just saying,
yeah, I
I
think we
was
have
just saying to the,
spoken
the
about
viewers, them,
a lot today
Duke,
again.
that
Yeah.
West Indies are going with things, brother. 195 for four now, Them just lose a wicket, but
Oh
a
yeah, I'm sitting on.
195 for four after 15.4 overs.
This is going to be something. This is going to be like 240.
I was just saying that a while ago. That's exactly what I was saying. That was my prediction right now. So
Yes,
boy,
man.
we're swinging for the fence. 240,
Yeah,
close to
yeah.
close to 250.
Because we yet to bat. We have a
Hmm.
lot of batsmen yet to bat.
Yeah,
Russell no bat yet.
Russell not bat yet. Yeah.
Shane Rutherford no bat yet.
Hmm.
Them man they can make ball travel. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Shepherd no bat yet. This is crazy.
So Duke, we seem to have a very deep tail.
Very much so. Very much so. We have batting straight down the line, straight down
Mm-hmm.
the line. Because if we are talk about, but even Brandon King about it, what is going on? This is crazy. I wish it were on TV. I don't think it's being broadcast anywhere. Still, that's the thing. We have to just follow it online.
Yeah.
But they're in for a mammoth total,
Yeah, man.
But let's see. Well, I don't think.
There's
I think
four
it's probably out of the reach of the Australians already. But
4 overs to go,
yeah,
and
man,
four
rushing
wicket
200.
down. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And we
man. They
are
should. They
one
should. They should make.
197.
They should make 240. They should make 240 from here. I don't see why they wouldn't.
And as we talk again, the
Or
man them
more.
just lick a next four, brother.
Why the cricketer get exciting, We have to start talk
Yeah,
about some
man.
cricket now. We'll start following
Yeah.
cricket and talk about it more often.
Rutherford just lick the man them out of the park a while ago, brother.
Okay. You're watching it or you're keeping up with the updates?
Boy, I'm streaming live, brother.
Hold on, where you watching it? Where you watching? You have to send me a link. I didn't know you're watching it live, Virgin.
Man, them lick a next six again, Rutherford licking them, brother.
Yo, send me the link, man. We want to watch some cricket, man.
Ruther- Rutherford.
We have to kind of enjoy these moments, because we have been through some serious time with West Indies, So when we have the good times again, and then I
Yeah,
have to kind of big up. I think I think Darren Sammy knows what he's doing. Demo in the last show was, you know, kind of citing the 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 genius
yeah,
of Darren
behind them.
Sammy.
Yeah, behind
Yeah,
Sammy.
he's a
Mm-hmm.
he's a great motivator. There is no doubt about it. And I think the team he has selected is one that can win.
Yeah.
It's really a star-studded team if you look at it. We have some really good players, you
Dio,
know.
uh, the in the 16th over here, Dio. Three
Mm-hmm.
ball where three ball has been bowled, 2, 6, and a 4.
Look at that.
And we're halfway in the over. Rutherford hitting them. Rutherford beating them bad, brother.
Yeah, man, tell you, Rutherford can't lick the ball, brother. Can't hit the ball.
The man beating them bad. Yeah, we're at
213 for four.
230.
16 hours. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know where to bowl the ball. Right
See,
now.
them have to hide the ball right now.
And Ravman came in and made a half century. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is looking good, West Indies. You have to
Mm-hmm.
give it to West Indies for this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, me have to go watch it. Me have to go and pre the match here then, man.
Yeah, man. They just bowl a dot ball a while ago.
A rare dot ball, I say.
Yeah, yeah. So people are giving it moment by moment, moment by moment broadcast.
Yeah. Um.
Australia, West Indies, warm up game. Um, yeah. Rutherford just like a next six again, people.
Wow! 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 Wow!
Yep.
It is
So
serious.
it's 3-6 in the over, and there's three
You
six in
know
the
what?
over, and there's a ball to go.
We have to adjust that to. We have to adjust that 240. It's 270 possible now. 270 this time o'clock now.
Yeah,
If
people,
them serious.
the stream has become a watch along.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's a watch along right now. Me where we watch West Indies
Mhm.
and Australia warm up game.
Yeah.
Uh, the ICC Men's T20 World Cup warm up match between the West Indies and Australia. West Indies opted to bat first. They are now 219 rather,
Mhm.
for four in the 17th over. You know, um,
Yeah. This is looking good, man.
yeah. So yeah, man. So man, them are going good, brother. But yeah, there's great things on the horizon. You know what I think
Yeah.
that what I think that I was sharing with somebody the other day. Well, it's not the other day. Today, I was saying to somebody that
Hmm.
boy, are you guys realizing what's happening? There's so many things happening all at once
In terms of sports.
in terms of sports. And when we look, majority of what is happening in the Americas.
Mm,
Yeah.
interesting.
So when you look at
Yes.
it, you
Yeah.
let's just run down a few of them. So we have the ICC World Cup,
Right.
right? We have in a few in by June 20th, we have the Copa America, right?
Hmm.
We have the Copa America. Then we have the launch of the Women's Club World Cup, right? We have the launch of the MLC, which is the men's
What's that?
the Major League Cricket.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Being pushed,
MLC. That is it. I have
yeah,
to get used to that acronym now.
yeah, being pushed more. But there's so much things happening in the Americas. We have the female the female the female tournament coming up that is going to be held in where is it? It's
That's
in
football.
yeah, that is going to be held. Oh, so well, this might be the best over yet for the Australians. Two dot ball,
So, okay.
still on 219.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I think
Okay.
they need to Rutherford back on strike.
Yeah, I think Hetmeyer is
Yeah,
not
man.
getting off. You know, you have
No,
to
Hetmeyer's
swing the bat,
face.
Hetmeyer.
He has faced 7 balls and he has only made 4 runs.
Mm-mm.
Rutherford has faced 8 balls and he's on 24 runs.
And this is what West Indies need to learn, and I hope they learn this lesson. You know, you have to rotate the strike. If you can't get the ball off the square, just take a
Yeah,
single,
man.
man. Try take a single. Give the man on farm the strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no or swing your bat, man. You have because look how many people are yet to bat. It's just
Well,
4 wickets down, you know.
it seems like Ekmeyer heard you, you know. So it just take
Okay.
a forced single
Yes, man.
to get
You have to
Rutherford back on strike.
get Rutherford and strike, man.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So and I think and you're right, you know, Duke. If me and you are back, brother, and
Yeah.
we're at this point of the innings, right? And see it, and we're at this point of the innings, brother, and you get off to a blistering start, brother. It only makes sense that the next ball the once the over change and the first ball I face, brother, I try to just push it out in the open and get you back on the strike.
Yeah, if you realize that you're not getting the ball off the square, man, you rotate the
Yeah,
strike.
man.
I think that
You
has been the
understand me?
downfall of West Indies. You know, many matches I watch West Indies because they don't know how to rotate the strike. They just scramble. Enough time that happening, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. So if they learn that lesson, Mr. Anyhow, West Indies learn that simple lesson,
yeah,
they will be far better off for it. All right, so 220 for four is what my scores is telling me. No,
two,
I don't know if it's the latest.
yeah, 222 for four. They're
Okay,
rotating the strike right now. I think
good.
yeah the bowling has become a little better right now. So they're rotating the strike. Rutherford is on strike right now, about to face his tenth ball. So
Like them pull it back to
uh
250, man. Or
yeah,
240s. The 240s. We need a yeah, it's like a 240s now.
based on what I'm seeing here, Duke, it would appear that it is probably a spin bowler that they're facing.
I wonder if it's Zampa.
Yeah.
No,
Uh,
Zampa is bowled out.
no, he's bowled out.
Ellis.
It's Ellis is what, a pace bowler?
Nathan Ellis. Nathan
Yeah,
Ellis, I think, is a
medium
spinner, man.
pace. Is a spinner?
Right arm medium. Right arm medium. It's a medium.
Right arm
Yeah.
medium.
Yeah, that is it.
So yeah. So hmm,
Okay, so the spinners are all bowled out.
yep.
That would mean they only have medium pace left. Then we're not supposed to can make it no man at 245 this one.
Is it 245?
245 this one. If Russell come in there at 260.
Well, right now the man them need to realize some boy we not need to save wickets. Well, you understand
See
me?
that is Hetmeyer now, because Hetmeyer is only 6 runs off 9 balls. How is that possible in this time?
6 from 9 ball.
A strike rate of 6.6 in a T20. No, not a test match thing that, brother.
Yeah. He need to start swing and get in and
Or
try get in.
get out then, get
Yeah,
out.
get yourself out,
That's
brother.
simple. Swing the
Get
bat, swing the bat. If you're out, you're out, and just make somebody else come in, man.
mhm. Get yourself out, brother, because we have medium pace bowlers coming in now. We don't need no singles.
You see,
We
this
need
is where
people
the
that slug
brainless.
right now,
This
man.
is the brainless cricket part now, man. Because as the score look good, but we don't know how Australia will respond to this because
Hmm.
they have good players too.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it's a pitch. It
Well,
might be a very good pitch.
it seems like Ekmaya hearing us through the platform, so him just lick a four a while ago. So
Yeah, man. Finally,
you know
get
what
it
I mean?
moving. Get it moving now.
Yeah, it look like somebody tell him where BallHeadzTV I
Name
say.
of the ball. Yeah, man.
You know what I mean, brother? Get in or out, brother. Go hard or go
In
home, brother.
or out. That is it. That
Hard
is
or
it.
go home, brother. We can't waste them. We can't waste them 2 overs here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't waste these 2 overs, brother. But
Yeah, man.
interestingly, Duke, that four of the T20 games will be
Hmm.
played in um Lauderhill.
Yep.
Four
Are
of the
you thinking what
T20
I'm
games.
thinking?
I am thinking what you're thinking. I think we're thinking the
Yeah.
same thing.
It, June
Yeah,
is right around the corner.
right around the corner.
Um, let me
I
let
know. I
me
know. Right
pull
now,
it
they're
up.
right now they're doing some construction, um, preparing preparing the grounds and thing for the the 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Let me see. In Let me just double check.
So people, yeah, again, this is our stream has turned into a watch along ICC Men's T20 World Cup warm up game between Australia and West Indies. West Indies right
Yeah.
now
Just the first
are,
innings, just the West Indies
yeah, just
innings.
yeah,
Let me
just the
just say
first
that.
innings, just the first innings, people. Don't get too wait there. But we have Rutherford going again at them, just hitting 2-6. So this over
All right,
so far,
I need to find a stream.
this over so
I
far,
think
we
I
got
can
we,
find one.
we almost get what 20 from this over already. Yeah.
Is
18
it?
runs gone from this over, and we
See, two
have
forties already.
one more ball to go out of this over. Yeah.
So we're talking about two. Let me see. Let me see how close I can come to this. Um, People, if you're here, what do you think is the score West Indies will end on? I think they will end on from here 258.
Whoa, and people Boy, Rutherford taking it to them again, people.
Well,
Hitting
me have to adjust it. Me have to
a
adjust it
next
though.
four people. Beating the Australian bowlers. They can't hide the ball. It's now
All right.
246 to 4.
All right. No, me have to adjust that. No, me have to adjust that. No, me have to adjust it. Final adjustment 265. Yeah. 265. I'm putting in the chat. 265.
So, yeah.
That is what I think will happen.
And Australia was the one who won the toss and chose to bowl, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Deal, I should mention while we're here. Um, like I said earlier, some persons were reaching out to me, asking about, the recent match that we played, and they were talking about the competition. There's a football competition that takes place um in the Florida region called the Mineola. I think it's Mineola Soccer Association League. We
Yeah.
have persons of various age groups. You have teams from various age groups. They compete, and I'm kind of highlighting it because we played on Sunday for I would say the coach of that team. Um, his name is Ron, and he's been doing a fantastic job.
Big up,
Keeping
big up,
the
big up, Ron.
yeah, big up Ron. He has been doing a fantastic job keeping the team, which is called the Christian Ambassadors, together, and um they were the league winners. But in the finals, I think they went down 1-0, I think, to a penalty. So they missed out on the champions trophy this season, over the overall champions trophy, but they won the league, and they were the winners last season. So they have high pedigree. So if you're in that area, if you want to know more about it, if you're a footballer in the region, I think you want to even try out for the team. Now is a time you can reach out to BallHeadzTV, and we can route it that way. You know, and you might see Duke and Dale running out for Christian ambassadors,
Certainly,
or
certainly,
at least lifting the trophy, in the
certainly.
near future, because I think the league gets off the ground in about maybe like another 2 months again, and they're about.
And I must tell
So
you that I must tell you, after the exploits
yeah,
a few weeks ago, I've been people have been reaching out to me. It seemed like we might have a charge a fee or have a
you
transfer fee.
understand,
Right now, I
right?
have two clubs right now. I want
I
legally.
tell you. You sure it's like, hey, Hal Grimson reach out to you? We have to check it out.
No, nah, betray us now. No, no,
Maybe that
brother.
is why maybe that's why the Jamaica squad list not really come out yet. Maybe we go see a run out. Yeah, tell us, man. You heard it first here. Just give me the scoop, man.
Yeah, definitely. This would be the platform for it.
Yes,
Definitely would
indeed.
launch any career to be launched. This is where it's going to be launched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Duke,
Yes.
I just want to tell the people them. So that coming up in the World Cup qualifiers, we have even Honduras to play, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people, we're going to do an interview with an Honduran. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Interesting.
It's a friend of ours. You know what I mean? Just to get we all know how passionate the Hondurans are when it come on to them football. And so we
Yeah.
want to get an inside view as to what it is like, being a fan or being a citizen of Honduras. You know what I mean?
Interesting,
And yeah,
Interesting. You
and
should raise that.
so we're going to have an interview next week, with
Hmm.
an American Honduran. You know what I mean? Somebody who is a football enthusiast himself
Yeah.
and things. So yeah. So just giving you guys a heads up.
Yeah, man, that sound good because that has that you see the whole issue of the die-hard fan and all of that, that has been a discussion um in Jamaica and just on social media in the past few days because they're saying like the other countries and Honduras was mentioned, rain, sun or shine, these people support their teams. And Jamaica, not so much. We
Yeah,
we have to
yeah,
see something that go on. We have to see team winning and
yeah,
all of this. So I
yeah,
want to
yeah,
hear
yeah,
from the side of the other
yeah.
side from a
Yeah,
quote
in the
unquote
region. Yeah,
opponent.
yeah,
How
yeah.
do they do it?
How
What
they
it
do
is
it?
like?
You know what I mean? What
Yeah,
it is like, and you know what I mean? And you know, not to give out. We don't want to give away too much,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you
yeah.
know, they have been doing it longer than us.
True.
So we just want to get an insight into what it is like,
Yeah.
you know, in that sphere. So people, again, we were what as we say, we podcast. We it wavered, it went here and it went there, and we start watching cricket. ICC Men's T20 World Cup warm up match between West Indies and Australia. The first innings, West Indies made a total of 257 due for four
Mm,
after 20 overs. You know what I mean? I
all
didn't do so
right.
didn't do as good in this final over as they did in like the 2 overs to go before. Um, so it is Australia time.
Yeah, and I
You
think
know what I
I
mean?
think I think the reason for that is because of Hetmeyer. He
Yeah, yeah,
ended
yeah, yeah, yeah,
eventually ended on 18 of 13 balls, which
yeah.
is below par because
Yeah.
you know he should
Ekmeyer
have
should
done
have get
more.
himself
I don't
out
know
long time.
why didn't they put Russell? I guess Russell would be the next person to come in if Hetmeyer went. I think he should have
But Ekmeyer for
done a
know
little
when
bit.
time. Ekmeyer for know when time for leave.
Yeah, yeah, you have to know that. You have to know. You have to understand. Where you are in the game.
Especially in this
And what
type of
you're
this
supposed to
this
do.
yeah this phase at this type of the game. You know what I mean? T20. If
Yeah, man.
if
You have
if
to
if you
think the game through.
yeah man, if you not make the runs, brother, get yourself out, man, and get in, and cause you know that more
Yeah,
dangerous people are there to come.
yeah. Not say you want to get yourself out deliberately, but take more risks. Swing the bat.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
what I mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. and,
yeah,
and bringing the man them star. But anyway, it is what it is. The runs is already on the board.
yeah,
People, 257 for four. A good
yeah,
showing. A good showing by the West Indies. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man.
The
Yeah. At
bat
this
was
rate,
the
before start sing rally again. Rally, rally
no.
round the West Indies.
I remember last week we were talking about the West Indies and what our predictions were, and I must say this is a warm up game, and the man them almost make me change my prediction already, brother. Even though I did say my dark horse is West Indies.
Yeah. But
The
it's a
dark
warm
horse
up.
for me.
As you said, it's a warm up. So,
Yeah, yeah.
let's not get
So
ahead of ourselves.
let's
Let's
not get
not
ahead
do
of
that.
us. But
Yeah.
because people, we are a region who we not get whole heap of success. So
Yeah.
so we take any little success. All if it's a warm up
Yep.
game.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Even if it's a warm up game, brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you have it. So Australia is, they're at break
All
now.
right.
So so yeah, Duke. Just to highlight, what we were saying before, before we leave. This seems like it's going to be a short podcast this evening. Um
It's good, man. It's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, the question we ask, what's happening with Elain Thompson era? Is it that what we have seen, the uncharacteristic start to our season, is this any con is this for is should we be concerned, with
Yeah.
her running 10:30 in the the 11:30s, 11:3 rather, and and then the late start to the season? Are these things that we should be concerned about? What about the American? What about Shakara? Is she looking unstoppable? You know what I mean? Is she looking unstoppable? I think that Sharika Jackson will have something to say
I
about
mean,
that.
us. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think she was blindsided in the World Championship, especially with that, with Shakara running from lane one, from lane nine rather. Shakara didn't see her until she passed. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I think she was blindsided, and I think that, if Shakara, I think Shakara is coming back. You know what I mean? What do you think about this friendship? This friendship between Shakara and Shakira, and the
What
two
you
the two ladies then.
what you what you mean
Yeah,
about the friendship? I mean,
we're not used to them kind of friendly rivalry there. Them rivalry they're too friendly, brother. She came to Jamaica the other
uh,
day, and everybody has said, "Boy, the two ladies them look, they are so close."
show
We're
me,
talking about, Sharika Jackson and Shakara,
Richardson.
from Richardson, from America.
Hmm.
This coming like Messi and Neymar, taking the
Well,
sting
I
out of the
mean,
football.
I don't personally see anything wrong with it. If they can, only if they are like friends. Like, put it this way: I don't want my opponents to be too friendly.
Yeah,
Competition time. Maybe them can't. I don't necessarily want to see that at all times. If off season, then fine. But it should be known that when you touch the field, whether you're jumping at the ring, when you walk to the crease, whatever it is, a war time. You understand?
yeah,
Yeah. That's how I enjoy my sport. I don't want them to be too friendly or know that they're too friendly. Like, even soccer nowadays, well, football, you know, a lot of people they're not really on board with this whole friendliness thing. If you're a back in the day type of fan, really used to the players, shake hand and a smile and you know, hug up each other after the match and everything there. It should a
yeah,
warrior
yeah.
go when you go play.
Yeah, definitely. We're not used to them kind of thing there, and people, we're not inciting anything like violence or anything like that. We're just saying that, what I
Yeah.
mean, the rivalry. We kind of see like it kind of dim little. You
You
know what I
know,
mean?
this is an interesting topic. I think we can develop this topic. Cause I would love to hear some views on it. I think we can, introduce it probably another time and get the arguments for and against, and we
Yeah,
can we can dissect it that way. Yeah, I
certainly,
think it's a good
certainly,
one.
certainly. But yeah,
Well,
so and then as we said, we were talking about Major League, the MLC, as Duke. So we have to get used to that acronym right now. It
yeah,
is
man.
an acronym that is coming. It's not something. It's not a joke thing. We're looking at America and looking how America is poised to be a big player in cricket,
Yeah, man.
especially the most exciting part. If you notice, in the Duke, and a Test cricket, America talk
No, no,
about the
no.
most exciting part of the
Yeah,
cricket.
if you know, yeah, that is so America. You just
For
give
Americans.
it 3 hours. Yeah, man. We work with that.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So yeah. Um. So we see that coming. So we I'm sure. I don't think I've been on a lot of platforms and watching a lot of things, and I haven't heard anybody really mention this, but you've heard it here. If it's the first time you've heard it here, first on Ballheads TV. You
Yeah.
understand me? The
You're gonna hear more.
MLC is
Yes,
coming,
indeed. Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
coming. You know what I mean? And then, the question of coaches. Well, when I think about the coaching, when I think about the coaching saga will go on England, especially. You know what I mean? And to lesser extent in the Bundesliga. You know what I mean? Teams are these clubs becoming ridiculous? You know what I mean? The way they are, they just hopping from coach to coach.
Yeah.
And does this go well for the dressing room? That is the critical question in you. Does this go
Yeah.
well for the dressing room? As you think you get used to somebody, here comes somebody else. You understand me? And each player, they come with their own player sheet. I mean, each
Mm-hmm.
coach come with them own player sheet. You know what I mean? So it's difficult. Just imagine in a workplace, and then every 6 months your workplace has such a high turnover that every 6 months your supervisor change, brother. And you might tell
Yeah.
you, yeah, frustration, that brother. We would end up strike, sick out,
Yes, indeed.
injured.
Yeah.
You understand me? So yeah, people, and then 876 stream. Duke said that them doing a good job. I think I've seen a few things, but we were
Well,
looking.
I've said there's a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah, definitely there is a lot of room for improvement, and I don't think that all the blame lies at their foot, because as we see right now, you know, the advertisement and promotions could be much better. But given the facts of the man, them not even know who are gonna come out, are gonna make it, brother. You know, the excitement. You know what I mean? We don't know if Bailey are going there. We don't know if Demar Gray are going there. We don't know if Mikel are going there. We don't know who are going there. You understand me? And you know, so as Jamaican, we love to see the artists them, so we can know what will go on before the show. You see me? I say?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I don't know, but at that I go on Ballheads
We have
TV.
come to the end. So I want to thank everybody who was tuned in and stick and stayed with us. We know we had a lot of audio issues going on, but we are growing. So these are growing pains. Um, Big up again once again to Dre, um, to Dima Dre, to Brian Martin who passed through, and Drew Fortis as usual. Big up on yourself, and I guess we'll see you guys again. If not this week, then next week for sure. So until then, it has been Ballheads TV, and we want to say that we are over and out.